but the stars still bright. Dallas rolls in, ready to fight. Hungry heart, we've come to win. The road to glory starts again. Pick up the Panthers, bring them down. Silver and blue taking over their town. From the first snap to the final score. Cowboys hungry, always want more. Pick up the Panthers, hear us roar. We don't fall, we don't back away. Every yard matters, every play. Cloud for cloud will break through lines, my line. Chasing victory, the star still shines. Pick up the Panthers, bring them down. Silver and blue taking over their town. From the first snap till the final score. Cowboys hungry, always want more. Pick up the Panthers, hear us roar. On the road, but never alone. The fight for the star is all we've known. Pick up the Panthers, we came to play. Dallas forever, be format our day.
Commander Chris and Commander D down here in Florida, and we have a new member for the Time Brother Squad. Surprise, motherfuckers.
Se va, sáquenme la botella que funda pa' gastarle. Esta noche tú y yo nos vivimos la película. Luces, cámara, la acción, después en mi recámara. En el duelo no se sabe quién ganará. So baile y bebe, ese seguro y retrocede. Que me encanta la manera en que tú lo mueves.
Solo pégate un poquito, mami, que yo quiero enseñarte lo que yo tengo para ti, lo que tengo para ti. Sé que te va a encantar como meto yo.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Primetime Studios. Like always, I'm your host, Primetime Phil. And like always, because this shit's been going on for years, my co-host, Gametime Bryan. What's going on, Bryan?
What's going on, Primetime Phil? Good evening to you, sir. Good evening to everybody in the chat. I am looking forward to talking some football, some Cowboy football going into the weekend. What's up, man? How you doing?
Doing well. I have had a busy week, a very exciting week. Exciting news hopefully to come later on in the future. But the life's good for me, and obviously in the NFL, it's very entertaining, man. We were here last night on your channel, enjoying some Thursday night football, which is kind of crazy because, you know, we don't normally enjoy Thursday night football too much.
Whoa.
But unless you're an Eagles fan, obviously, and my heart goes out because we had the Chicago game that we had that feeling. But if you're an NFC East divisional rival in that sense, you feel a little bit, you know, you're feeling a little bit good about this upcoming weekend, hoping that your team can fulfill the other part of it and actually win. But here we are. Here we are. So what's up, Bryan? How you doing, sir?
Well, you know, Phil, when you look at the schedule before the season, it always happens. But, you know, if I would have predicted, which I did not, I predicted the Eagles to win. If I would have predicted in my season preview, Eagles losing to the New York Giants, you'd be like, see, you're Dallas fan. But this just goes to show you, on any given day, the season is weird. It always will be weird. That's how the NFL is. So that's why I try not to do blanket statements. I let it. I really try and ebb and flow it yeah, we all do our predictions, and we'll revisit that mid-season. So far, I'm pretty darn close to what I had. But yeah, it's interesting. Actually, we were only supposed to go for the first half, but we had Jesse Meltdown Cam ready to go. But it never happened. I for sure thought, Phil, that in the second half, the Eagles would come out.
I thought so too. I thought that was when the game was going to reset.
See Jesse melt the hell down. That's what I thought.
I want to go through the chat. Maybe we can tag team in the sense of calling the shot out here. We got Haley Pearson here. Got Twiz. Oscar is in here. Of course, you are. Wow, there you are. Retro Game Grub. Philly D, CZ, Logan Motorsports, Joe DeMasi is in here.
I'll take over. We got Oscar Perini, Brooklyn Zone in the house. We got, who else we got? We got Philly D. What's up? Marlton Zone, Philly D. What's up, brother? People are like, Marlton. Yeah, right there. About a half hour from me. Logan Motorsports, Joe DeMasi, what's up, brother? Happy belated birthday. I know we talked about it last night. Daniel M. insists on the Cowboys making a move, Phil.
For Hendrickson. He wants some Hendrickson right now.
Yes, he does. Let's get to the rest real quick here. But Clemente Espinoza, what's up, Clemente?
Our cousin Vinny joined us in the chat yesterday. That was awesome.
Yo, Vinny. That was cool. Jay Smooth, what's up, Jay? Jay Smooth is in the house. We got Jay hanging out with us tonight. Anybody I missed, just spam it.
It'll come through down to the end here.
Yeah.
Dirty Sanchez. I see Dirty Sanchez. There he is.
Okay.
Jesse Montanez is in there. There it is. He's representing Marcus Blackman. Seniors in the house. What's going on, man? All right, I think we got majority of it. Chris Dooley, there he is.
I need to do a shout out real quick for somebody. We're worried about him. Let's see.
Well, Randy, do we hear about Randy?
Hello.
Okay, I can't hear you. No. I heard you in the hello, but then that was it.
Hello.
There we go.
Hamid.
There it is.
Hamid, please come out of the cave. We cannot have people who only show up to troll. We need you now. Hamid, there's an APB. Somebody do a well check on Hamid. Stat.
All right.
Yes, he's doing good, Philip. Okay, so good. So Randy's doing well. That's what I'm hearing. That's saying well.
Yeah, we're in a group text. I'm waiting to hear. War Family is in the house. What's up, Mike? How are you, brother? West Virginia country boy. Yeah, Randy had surgery this morning. I'm still waiting to hear the details. He was home rather early. I don't know if it was a full knee replacement. Randy, if you're watching, maybe somebody in the group text reach out and send it while we're live. Maybe we can get some update. Vinny, send a text and see exactly what happened. But yeah, he made it through the surgery. Everything's good. Chris Dooley.
Thank you for the shout out. I don't know if you saw it in the beginning. We put your shout out there, man. That's an awesome one.
We shouted you out early, brother, and we put your shout out on there.
What's up, West Virginia country boy? But yeah, man, that is an awesome one. I appreciate that one. That is awesome. As soon as I saw it when Game Time sent it to me, I was like, that kicks ass. Surprise, motherfucker! I love it.
I think you should put that play your intro and then say, surprise, motherfucker.
I used to have this. Well, let's see. There was this one that I got from some kind of I got.
Welcome to prime time, bitch.
But it was on some kind of horror thing, and so I could cut it and edit it and made it go like that.
Yeah.
What I was going to say was that, hold on, let me bring up the chat. I want to bring up the chat, let it be visible. I got to remember how I set this up here. Okay, let's make that go away. All right, let's go ahead and bring up this chat. There it is.
Oh, that's going to be fun, brother. Cheech and Chong. Chris Dooley, that's
bring
awesome.
That text to go away. There you go.
Cool. We need to, I know what Phil's thing is. Maybe he can make it real cheap, but at some point we need to get a Zoom in here every once in a while.
Oh yeah. I agree. I have
guys like Chris in here because I do want. I mean, we know how Jesse felt, but if you're a Washington Commander fan, how are you feeling? I had you winning the division. So you see the Eagles go to New York. Not many people thought that the Eagles were going to lose. Now, again, we have to touch on the game. We will get to the Cowboys, but let's put a bow on last night's game, Phil. Your overall, see, for the Eagles fans, we got Wade fucking calling me, so he's obviously doesn't have his bell notifications on. Just give me your overall, of what you thought happened last night and the future of.
Well, I mean, let's see. I think it was all the problems that we saw the other couple of games, but it was just amplified because once you start losing people, whether it's your starting corner, your left tackle, like they're just once you start losing those spots, I mean, it is hard to stay consistently, to be able to overcome those problems that you may have. I thought there was a whole section there that I feel like when I look at the overall picture, I'm going to say this, and I think it's kind of fucked up, but it's AJ Brown's fault. Like, this is AJ Brown's fault. Like, I love AJ Brown and everything, and I think he's amazing, but he fucked up the offense by opening his damn mouth. If he would have just left it alone and they would continue to do whatever the hell they were doing, they would probably still be winning somehow. But the fact that now they have to give them involved, they have to get them touches, it's throwing the whole balance of the offense off, and it's just not within the real game. I love the slants that they were doing across the middle, the drag routes and stuff like that. That to me should automatically be, because once it goes 10 yards, the accuracy changes, and I'm not trying, and it's not a bashing, it's just always know your quarterback's strength and kind of play to them. And I feel like, they got away from running the ball when, those first two drives in the second half, the Giants were like, well, what the hell are they doing? They're going to give the game right back before it hurts through that interception. But why? Because he was trying to force it there, and he had a guy going across the middle wide open. So again, the NFL, a week-to-week league, so I want to see consistency if it's going one way or another before I make some kind of drastic moment.
What do I always say?
Randy's
I always say, I don't like blanket statements like we are, we are. No, nobody's nothing right now. Again, you go week to week, right? We talked about it. We're not going to rehash the Cowboys' first few games. They're starting to settle in.
I got two super chats here.
Yes, get to them, baby. Get to them.
So Randy McIntyre with the $2 super chat says, "Hello, y'all feeling no pain right now?" Yeah, feeling no pain right now. So that's good. He is medicated up. That is awesome. Did they do the whole knee, the half knee, a quarter knee?
No knee.
No knee. Take it all knee.
Yeah, we need to know what's going on. Are you going to Vegas? That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
Jesse Martinez, Bryan, Phil. Philadelphia loves my G-Man. Jesse Martinez.
I bet you, as you were running around today, he was representing his G-Men T-shirt. That's what he's talking about.
I want to touch on a couple things. Like I said, we're going to put a bow on the game last night. It was a pretty big game because NFC East, for obvious reasons. You just, like I was telling everybody, this division's nobody's going to jump out. Nobody's going to jump out. I didn't expect this to go get killed in Chicago, but then I didn't expect this to really tie Green Bay. So I would say this. I would say that I gotta let my dog out. She's crying. Go ahead. Pick up, Phil. Sorry.
I have no idea what you were talking about. So we're going to go ahead and change it to my subject. And no, we're going to go back and we're going to talk, kind of focus more back towards the Cowboys and Panthers game here. As we're going into this game, 2-2-1, this is the chance to get into a winning record now.
Right.
I think that's motivation. If that defense wasn't motivated enough, I think the Rico Dowdle thing has to wake you up in some way. I mean, there is no way that Schottenheimer has played as coached in this NFL for as long as he has, and he doesn't use something like that as a sound quip to get the defense all riled up and everything like that. So I got to give Rico credit a little bit for being able to say that. But I think, he's thinking about that last year's defense where it was allowing all those running plays. So I'm interested to see those two collide. Either he's going to be right or they're going to be right. So it's going to be interesting. I think if anything Carolina does do well for the past couple of years is run the ball. So it's going to be interesting to see that battle. And I think that's something that we have improved on is the rush of our defense when it comes to the run game.
Yeah, let me get my thoughts. Sorry, my wife's not feeling well, so she went downstairs. But she just always forgets that the dog goes
basements.
to the door.
I miss basements.
Like she goes downstairs. Dog always goes out. She's a smart dog. She wants to go out right before which is good. But she always just leaves her, and I'm like, wow. Anyway, sorry. Let me put a bow on last night's game. My thing is this with the AJ Brown. I see the super chats.
Go ahead and say it.
I'm not there. Let me see. Dirty Sanchez. Just so everyone knows, Philly D taught me how to gape. He is a master of the craft. I'm but a grasshopper. Oh my God, you got issues, Dirty Sanchez. Shout out, thank you, brother. Thank you.
Thank you for that, sir.
Dude,
I don't know how that made me embarrassed. I got red
I don't know how I transitioned back into football, but we're going to try.
Talking about gaping holes. We're hoping this rushing of this defense doesn't
These
allow.
People don't want to get me out. They don't want me to get a thought out today. Any guesses on who will win the NFC East?
He did put the super chat, so now we got to answer it.
You did win. You did win. We'll figure something out, West Virginia. I know you got most of my merch, so we'll figure something out last night. But
Man, it is like...
yeah, we'll touch on that shortly. Let me get my friggin' thought out, and then we'll circle back. Yeah, this whole thing about a team meeting with the Eagles, local writers, absolutely happened. And now, unfortunately, and Phil says it's AJ's fault for one reason, but really I don't know what's going on with AJ Brown. I just think he's that diva receiver who wants the stats and wants to be the reason why they're winning.
He wants the Hall of Fame career.
Yeah. And that's fine, but it's not conducive right now, But so now he's saying, well, there wasn't a team meeting. We met in a parking lot, and yet Jalen and Saquon are saying something different. It's a mess, which is why, and this is how I'm going to close it down, which is why when some fans say, culture is different in Philly. Culture goes and comes. It's fleeting. Yeah, I mean... Again, if you listen to the radio all day today, I know I don't listen to the radio. They're saying it's 2023 could easily happen if they don't get their act together. They're talented enough to not let it happen.
I think they're talented enough to overcome stuff. It's just
this is the type of shit though that happens. You're 4-2. You're leading the NFC East. Get your act together, and we'll see. But they're very beatable. Anyway, super chat.
Very.
Philly D, Dirty been in the joint. He's good. Dirty seen action. Oh, and here we go. Dirty Sanchez with the retaliation. When Philly D farts, you can't hear anything. It's silent, but when he runs his butt, it sounds like a Coke bottle in the wind. Oh my God. A Coke bottle. I got you. Dude, you got issues, brother. You got issues. He's been reshaped. Anyway, that's it on the Birds. They play. I think their next game is against the Vikings. Listen, it's funny. Their next game is at Minnesota. I want to say. Let me see. Yes, at Minnesota, which is crazy because. They were what? 3-1 after 4 flexing. I'm like, look at how easy the next 4 weeks are. Well, you lost the first 2 of the 4. You lost the first 2 games of the 4-game.
Easy stretch.
Yeah, so who the hell knows how this season's going to go? But circling towards our Dallas Cowboys, that game's behind you. It's only one game, Birds fans. Hopefully you guys can get it together. Our Dallas Cowboys primetime film. Miles Sanders has put on season-ending IR this afternoon.
Yep. Did we have a pool going, right? What week was it going to happen where he was going to be out and stuff? I mean, is that happening, or is it, hey, look, man, do you want the rest of your contract, or do you want to be cut? You're like, we're just going to put you on IR. We're going to bring Phil Moff up. This is just embarrassing. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is in that sense, but I saw it this afternoon, and I mean, I wasn't surprised. I mean, I wasn't disappointed. I didn't cry. I don't know. Like, I'm nothing against him and everything, and I wish him the best. It's just gonna be hard to really bounce back from after another thing going to happen, and then next year, who's going to sign him by that point? But
Yeah.
I think it gives way to some of these guys that we talk about Blue giving more opportunities, and we talk about Phil Maffa just getting in the rotation. I would love to see that a little bit. So, here we go. There we go.
There we go. We're
So
on a
Dirty
roll.
Sanchez with the $4 super chat says, when Philly D was in prison, a nurse tried to give him a pill and he bent over. That's the only way he knows how to take anything. Philly D with the $4 super chat says, all due respect, Daniel, Dirty is your next victim.
Oh my God, Daniel, run, brother, run! Oh Lord, you guys are good. T Green. What's going on, everybody? Mouse is in the house. Get your licks in. Mouse, I have no.
No.
Again,
I mean, that's
not
how it
really
goes. That's how the
we
NFL
are.
is, man. I mean,
That's all I've ever tried to say, Mouse. I think I keep it. We keep it up. Again,
Keep it
I
100
like
here.
it this
I think
way
that's-
rather than. I know it's all fun. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to take the fun out of it. I know there's a rivalry and they'll be all, but. When you look at the vast history of Super Bowls, and I don't even know what Super Bowl we're at, but it's a lot of them.
that one.
And all of our teams have only won just a small percentage, you know what I mean? So odds are we're not going to win a Super Bowl, meaning each year, but you have to have fun, the ups and downs. I just think it gets overboard when we have people say blanket statements like, your team is this. There's no more juggernauts. Okay, Eagles were on a different level than everybody towards the end of the year last year. It was one of the easier ways to see it. And it's easy to say now. No, I could see it. I put my money on it. I could just tell they were on a roll. Who was going to be that team this year? Is it going to be the Eagles? Are they going to get their act together? Is it going to be Dallas? Is it going to be Washington? Is it going to be Detroit? Is it going to be Green Bay? God help me. I hope it's not Green Bay. But Miles Sanders' injury, he did suffer. He has ankle and knee. They would not put him on IR if he's actually scheduled to have surgery. So he's definitely out. I'm just thankful that it's happening now as
Instead of in the middle of
opposed
the
to
game.
Phil. Well, because we're hearing that Dallas was going to stash Phil Maffa for the year on IR. And when you do that, shit like this happens at the end of the year, and you go, we have Phil Maffa, but, we can't elevate him, you know what I mean? So they have not activated his window. So I don't know what's going to happen. I would expect it to be activated and him not make the game day roster unless, God forbid, there's another injury. Shout out to Dirty Sanchez is on a roll. Philly D went to the joint to join the Navy because he found out they had something long, hard, and full of semen. Oh my God!
He's their number one. He's going to get all kinds of balls.
Where do I only using me as a drop?
Yeah, I got you on a drop. He's gonna get all kinds of balls.
All right, I
When
like
you
it.
said
Randy
it during a
Collins
live,
is in
when
the
you said
house.
it during a live, I was like, oh, I gotta mark that fucking thing.
Oh, God. But anyway, Miles Sanders is out, and that just opens it up for Javonte Williams has been a godsend for us. I love how he runs. And Jaden Blue, young Jaden Blue, again, just a scratch in the surface this week.
Yeah, I think Jaden Blue is one of those ones where it's going to be growing pains this year. We like the overall. I think it's one of those things. Once he understands the offense and everything, it'll be Dirty Sanchez with the 499 super chat says, Philly D tried to go to London until he found out Big Ben was a clock.
Oh my God, God damn! Well, hey, Phil's reaping the benefits of your online work.
Oh my God, but my face is gonna be red the whole fucking episode. Like,
God damn! Thank God Mary's. Thank
God.
God your better half is not around. Jeez, you'd be like, oh my God, what is this you guys do every
this is what
night?
you guys talk about. This is what you-
Bunch of God. But yeah.
Oh,
so,
and shout out, happy birthday to Mark. I don't know, obviously.
Mark Holmes.
Mark
Yes,
Holmes.
Mark Holmes. I
Mark-
did wish him happy birthday on Facebook.
What's up? Yo, you the man,
Shout out, Mark Holmes.
You around, homie?
Can
Dustin
I just play the
Roberts.
Godfather?
Must be joking around or something. I don't know.
Yeah, man. His old ass getting up there.
Philly
That's
D is
awesome.
lighting you up tonight.
Philly D with the $4.99 super chat says,
I'm gonna have to give away a
Dir-
shirt for Phil.
Dirty has a check semen when his wife comes home.
Oh my god. Oh god. All right.
Oh,
where
she
were
has
we?
to check for semen when he comes home. Okay, my bad. It's a little
All
different.
right. All right. So where do we want to go? Where do we want to go? Do you want to
Okay.
get back on the Cowboys versus the Panthers? Who's in? Who's out? Who's been cleared?
Yeah, let's
who's
talk
been-
about that before we go to the other games, and then we come back and do our
Okay.
predictions and everything
Yeah.
like that. So,
All right. The Cowboys, I'm going to give you the updates on the Dallas Cowboys going into Carolina this weekend. Tyler
Yeah,
Smith.
tough defense. A tough defense on the Carolina. We definitely understand that.
Tyler Smith. 7 Cowboys players are questionable for week 6. On the injury report, Deron Bland, shoulder. Kalen Carson, knee. Johnny Cornelius, knee. Trayvon Diggs, knee.
Straight up, Linda.
Marshawn Nealon, ankle. Jonathan Mingo, knee. And Tyler Smith, knee.
Can you shout out? Yeah, I'm going to drink a coffee here. Can you shout that out?
All right, Linda Conyers, shout out. I repeat today as what I always
You
say.
got to scream it. You got to scream it. She's screaming it. I
You
repeat
don't know
today
your
at
team,
what?
so-
That's what you say. You guys
You gonna do it, or do you want me to do it? I'm hearing myself. So
Oh, my bad. Okay, so you got the
No,
internet
no.
thing going. Okay, she goes, I repeat, today is what I said as always. You don't know your team until week 8. You will always win some, and you're not supposed to, while you lose some, you're not.
Well, that's
exactly.
no, yeah, I'm fine. I just don't think you're hearing me.
Do you
good.
understand the words that come out of my mouth?
Well, Linda, I agree with you, which is why I don't like blanket statements. Okay, I understand we get ribbed for this whole 30-year thing, but again, it's not like we haven't been to the playoffs or won playoff games. We just haven't won enough. That's why I hate blanket statements. I hate,
Catch
we
me
have
outside.
this
How about that?
and you don't have that. Every year is different. And I knew Eagles were going to have some road bumps because of the decisions they made in the offseason that I agreed with. I agreed with it. I actually praised Howie for moving on from expensive older players to a younger roster coming off a Super Bowl with big upside, but it comes at a cost, and that is you may not be up to speed year 1. Anyway, but thank you, Linda, for the super chat. 5 players are ruled out.
Thank you. Yeah, wow. That's and they're
Tyler
big
Booker
players. They're
is
big
out
players.
still.
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb is out still. Kavontae Turpin is out. Jack Sanborn with the concussion is out. And Miles Sanders obviously is out. Everybody else is in play. Tyler Smith is in play to play.
Well, I mean, okay, let's kind of break everything down. Like, let's go to each one and kind of talk about the replacements for each one of those things. So when we talk about the offense line, talk about Tyler Booker being out. Is Guyton still out?
No, Guyton is back.
Okay, so Tyler Booker being out.
I only read
who's
the
his
guys that were
replacement?
out.
Who's his
Booker,
replacement?
Lamb, Turpin. Well, last
So
week it
BB's
was,
back?
No, I don't think BB's back. No, he's on. He's on.
Is he on
Booker
IR?
was never placed on IR. Booker and
say,
CD
was
were
BB
never
on-
placed
was
on
BB
IR.
on IR?
BB was.
Okay.
BB was. So he's out.
He's at least 4 weeks. Okay.
Yeah. So he's automatically not a part of the roster. Technically, they don't have to do nothing with him until he's eligible to come off. I think after
The 21-day window whole thing. Bullshit. Yeah.
no, I mean after the 4 weeks, you have to miss at least 4 weeks. So when did he get hurt? He got hurt when?
Two games ago. So he has 2 more games.
So so BB's going to miss the Washington game.
Washington game. Yep.
Yeah. All right. That's what was surprising. Booker and Lamb were never put on IR. I'm hearing Lamb will be a go next week against Washington.
Yep.
Booker, again, if he's not available for Washington, then why didn't he go on the IR? You could have used the spot. So he may be back as well. Longer shot. But anyway, we'll go one at a time. Tyler Booker, it'll probably be TJ Bass.
Yeah, the TJ Bass, Brock
has been killing
Hoffman.
it.
Yeah, they've been doing amazing. I think, again, with the coaching of Connor Riley and, of course, Clayton Adams.
I think Connor Riley is, again, people hate when we say it sometimes, but the coaching matters.
Yes, it does. It does. And I think that, again, I don't know how more to explain how much coaching matters when it comes to that. We added one more piece of that offensive line And a lot of the backups are what we had, whether, Nate Thomas, those type of stuff, So TJ Bass was in the mix. Brock Hoffman was there. What's the difference? It's the coaching that has changed. How many years were we constantly bitching about the offensive line coaching? I'm like, what is going on with these guys? I go, give me Mark Colombo. Give me somebody back in here that understands how the offensive line actually works. And we're not failing the quarterback all the time. And you think about the fact that there was, again, I will scream it from the top of the mountain. There were 4 backups, all of them undrafted, except for there was a 7th round guy. And that was Nate Thomas. You got Even Steele was an undrafted guy. I mean, and it was the best blocking Dak has ever had in his entire career. Well, think about that. Push that into your brain, and it has nothing to do with it. Oh, well, let's just get rid of the starters and go with it. No, man, it's not like that at all. It's just that goes to show you the level of coaching.
Yeah, exactly. I got 2 more super chats. When Philly D farts, it smells like old semen and disappointment. Dirty Sanchez. And
Philly D says
when Cowboy Freak was being breastfed by his mommy, he pushed it away and said, I want daddy to feed me. Philly D, dirty equals no school zones. You guys are on a roll.
Oh my God.
Let's see here. All right, so
I throw us off our game. Like, we throw us off our game a little bit too.
I'm trying to give them their due.
That's awesome.
So we got that. Let me go back up to the top here. I lost my train of thought. Tyler Smith.
We're talking about the offensive line. We're talking about Booker.
CeeDee Lamb. Okay.
CeeDee Lamb. Okay, so CeeDee Lamb being out. Who is that? Is that Flournoy?
What I found interesting, yes, Flournoy, because Mingo is not going to play, they're saying. I'm hearing he's not going to play.
So at what point?
They activated his window.
Okay. Yeah, I know. They got the 21-day window.
Days, but what's going to happen?
It's going into, I think you got, after this game, I think you might have another week. And I think that's where the decision's got to be made. Something's going to happen. You may Jalen, all those other ones. You can leave him on the roster and drop one of the other ones and bring him onto the practice squad instead of a Mingo type of situation. But I think he needs to at least play. I mean,
Again, what the hell is a Flournoy? A Flournoy, we liked him. Dirty Sanchez with, is there 2 more? No, I got that one. Dirty Sanchez. Philly D has a red dot over him when you look at it on a map. It follows him everywhere he goes. Oh my God. All right.
So when you look at the wide receivers, of course, when you look at CeeDee Lamb, who's replacing CeeDee Lamb? That is George Pickens. Okay, George Pickens has done a great job of stepping in there and getting that number 1 wide receiver. So what? Well, yeah. I understand what you're trying to say. Flournoy had 100 yards.
No. I'm saying is Pickens has stayed in his spot. So he has. I had thought maybe they'll motion him out. Now he stayed in his spot. He's just to your point, he is option number one.
It seems
number 1.
Like, yeah.
But he hasn't moved positions because CeeDee's not there. He's still on the outside.
Well, that's what I look at it. I mean, when Schottenheimer sets up this offense and you see, okay, well, the guy's over here, he's my number 1 option. Nah, that shit ain't going on at all like that. That's not how that offense works. Maybe he puts a particular guy in a certain section, and that's your first option, and then you look over to this other way, and then you got to kind of follow what Dak is doing with his feet to really kind of notice where the main option is right off the bat. I mean, you cannot look at his head. That one thing that Dak is amazing at is keeping the safeties in their spot before the last moment where he turns and actually throws it. When you're looking at that, Pickens obviously doing his thing. I think Tolbert, each one, I think that's how it's going to be. Until Lamb comes back, each one's going to have a step up type of thing. The week before it was Tolbert doing his thing. I wasn't 100 yards, and there was an amazing catch on the sideline and just kind of bailing out his quarterback. This week, when Pickens was on that other side, then it was Flournoy this week. So you never know. Maybe Jalen Brooks has a breakout type of.
To your quarterback, which we could talk about. I want to grab a couple of these chats while we're here. A Cowboys freak on a leash. You're right, Gametime. Pickens is better than CD. I didn't say he was better than CD, but I think it's a perfect marriage made in heaven due to what they bring to the table. CD's had drops, but he's still killing.
Well, they
it.
complement each other. The
That's what I mean.
the one weakness
when you're
that
trying
CD
to
has.
find an opposite of CD, it's literally perfect.
Yes.
And now, we got other guys stepping up, they're killing it, and it's like, okay, now it's almost an embarrassment of riches. And people were laughing at us. We could envision it. We know the talent, but sometimes it doesn't always come to the top. So,
Dirty Sanchez with $4.99 super chat says, Philly D works at Krispy Kreme donuts. He pokes the holes in the donuts and then he glazes them with hot glaze.
Glaze. I like that word, glaze. I'm a big fan of the word glaze. T Green. Wow. What's up, T Green? How are you? Keep pounding, we them boys. Listen, CD drops balls like a loser. Yeah, nah, that's a little bit too far, Cowboys freak. Dirty, he puts the holes in the donuts. So let's move on here. We talked again. Now, the whole Mingo thing will be interesting. I'm not, just going to write off Tolbert. I think you ride Tolbert out the rest of the year. I don't think you're going to get much for any of these guys.
No.
I think
the most you're going to get for them is a comp pick.
Odd guy out, I would say.
I was going to say that the most you're going to get is a comp pick. If you're lucky,
it's not worth it. it's not worth it. But what I did hear is that Cavante Turpin is still out with the foot. You see what's going on here, Phil. Chris Dooley, they're gearing up for that home game against the Commandos.
Yeah,
we just don't want to let this game slip through our fingers. But I agree. Just let them get that much healthier. No excuses, right? I mean, you got all these players for a reason. Use them.
What I'm interested in, and I'm going to shift the focuses on the side of the ball just because we're talking about personnel and everything, what we're looking forward to in this game and people being out. Malik Hooker being out. Obviously, Wanye Thomas makes his second start this season there. I thought he did a great job. Obviously, there was some holes in the game, but overall was making tackles across the field. He was doing a lot in those just getting involved in the game. When you talk about him and possibly who's the other one, is it going to be Bell on the other side? Or do you think for the first time we have Clark
Wilson? It'll be I think you're going to see a rotation. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Phil's been calling for Wanye Thomas. Is he a perfect player? No. He's a young player. He's an athletic player. He gives you more. I'm sorry. He gives you more than a Malik Hooker. No offense, Malik. You're a good veteran, but I don't know about you in this defense. Let me read the super chat. Dirty Sanchez with the $4.99 super chat. This is Philly D's favorite holiday coming up. Be careful getting candy from him, kids. Him and Bill Cosby were best friends. I would like to talk to you. Anyway, there's some Jello pudding. You should.
Man, I grew up, man. I used to watch that shit all the time. The Cosby Show was the shit.
Listen, I mean, who didn't like
or Malcolm Jamal Warner, right?
Lisa Bonet? Come on now.
Oh my God, yes. Oh yes.
Well, come on now.
Even if I look back, I'm like, man, Harriet had it going on. Like,
Yeah. Marcus Blackman, what's going on, my man? All right. So again, this game is going to be an interesting game. We'll get into the actual predictions, but let's stay on the defensive side of the ball for the Cowboys here. Wanye Thomas is getting the start. Donovan Wilson, he was in the tent a little bit, but he got his bell rung. He's fine. I think you'll see Marquise Bell playing a little joker role. He will play some linebacker.
I'm interested to see if they get Clark in the rotation somewhere in there. Maybe special teams.
Clark.
Obviously.
We talked about it. Yes, he made some plays on special teams last week. I was at the game. Like, all right, I see you, Elijah Clark. Again, it's exciting when you could mix these young guys in, right?
Well, especially with Bland and Diggs and those kind of guys as well too. I mean, still no word on Ravel. I mean, we see him stretch doing things, and we're like, oh, nothing. Like,
yeah, I told everybody, I'm not saying we're not gonna have him, but to count on a guy who hasn't done nothing yet other than chords and stuff and rehab work coming out of college, I think that's a lot to ask. Yeah. You do hear Kalen Carson is available and ready and practicing full. So that's good. Will he be activated? The last time we saw Kalen Carson, he didn't look good, albeit he was injured last year. So again, my mentality is what you see is what you have. Let's just keep them healthy.
Yeah.
Diggs is playing better. Jerome Bland is playing lights out right now. Is he perfect? Again,
Not
when you don't
perfect,
get pressure
quarterback,
on the regular, it's not going
it's
to
hard.
look right.
Yeah.
Look
Especially
at
when
the
you got
Eagles.
a quarterback like, for
Now
example,
they're
last
hammering
night.
everybody on the Eagles because no, they didn't just not learn how to play. If you're not getting pressure,
Well, think
like,
about how
Eagles
Jackson
not
Dart
getting
was getting throwing those balls right into those pockets, and it's hard, man. If you're not getting the pressure, man, it doesn't matter how great of a corner. Sometimes you're going to get beat. Let's shift it up. Let's go up a section, and let's go into the linebackers, because I think we have a lot of questions when it comes to linebackers. Of course, Jack Sanborn not going in there. Guys like James was in last week, had 15 tackles. People calling for, he should be there. Obviously, I understand. I really want him to be part of more of the rotation. I questioned the pick when it came out. As soon as I started seeing him play in the training camp here, I was like, okay, never mind. I take this all back. He balled out.
He's messing around. Brother.
The passing and all that kind of stuff. There's definitely some weaknesses in his game. You can see it, especially in the passing game. But the fact that he's getting involved in tackles, he's putting part of. He had 8 solo tackles last week. So I think, I am going to eventually give everybody. But I don't know. I thought for some reason I had more people with wrenches. I don't know why. It's coming up. I need to start.
Yeah, I got to go back over mine. What's up, Overkill? What's up,
yes,
Chris
I will.
Knight?
I will start doing more wrenches as well too.
Yeah, anytime you see somebody with a profile picture of me, that's Frank Joseph. Otherwise, the other dude, I'm not going to say his name right now unless it is. That's who it is, Logan. I didn't see it, so again, to go make another Mark Holmes video. I don't know what to tell you, brother. So, again.
So when we're stepping up, okay, so you should see James maybe Leafau a little bit more, right? With those guys being out. Murray is Murray out, or is Murray good?
No, he's good. Murray's fine.
He just needs to be
Murray's
needs to be depth, I think, by this point. I want to see those young guys get in there into the rotation a lot more. I mean, what would you say about the linebacking play, last week compared to the previous weeks?
Yeah. Just look at Linda. I don't know who she's talking about. I'm trying. It's been one of those shows where the super chats are nonstop, so we can't. It's great and all, but just look and see. I hid anybody that's got a profile picture of me. Then obviously you know who it is. Just get rid of them.
Any of the blue ones. I'm not sure who.
But I mean, we don't have many mods in here, so that's the issue. But yes. So what was your question, Phil? I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
No. Give me a second. I'm gonna do something here.
What's up, Wade? How are you, brother? Primetime and game time. I don't think that Dallas makes a move or the young guys improve, but I want them to make a trade to get. I'm not against a move, Daniel M. And Phil is with you. I just want them. And then it's funny after I said it. Now all of a sudden you're hearing other people come out and say it. I kind of want them to prove that a move is warranted. How much progress is Dallas really making? You beat the Jets. It was a great win. What progress are you really making? We need to win in Carolina. Rico Dowdle's flexing. We dodged a bullet without having Chuba Hubbard playing. Sorry, Rico, you're not Chuba Hubbard. I don't care how many yards you ran for last week. What you don't do is poke the bear going into a football game. Usually it doesn't end well for you, but we'll see, Rico. But they need to win this game, and then they need to win Momo and Chris Dooley's team. Sorry, Chris, to put you in the same sentence as Momo, but we need to beat your team next week to show that we can beat a good team. That's all. That's what we need to do. So, and then if we get to that point and we win this week and next week, now we're going to Denver and then coming home with Arizona, going into the bye, make a move. That's all. Staying with the defense, though. What's Jack Sanborn is out, Phil, and I
feel like, and we've been criticizing in the sense of the movement and stuff, but again, playing out of position, I just really want to see him back in his spot, not filling in for other people, and and just seeing him play, because obviously when he left Chicago fans were disappointed in it. So there has to be something there. You can't judge him based off of what's been going on here. I think with the combination of the zone, all that kind of stuff, and Eberflus not blending it together, last week was the first time you got to see that happening, and then Sanborn was out. So I think, you got to give him a little bit of time within this defense to kind of really see what he's capable of, and let us understand why exactly were Chicago fans upset. Yeah, you're very welcome, guys. I appreciate all the support.
Daniel M says, I agree, but if we wait too long, why was Marcus Blackman timed out? What happened? Marcus Blackman, what happened here? Sanborn is not a huge loss, too slow. Yeah, no need to time him out, Joe. I think you timed out the wrong guy.
Wrong person, maybe.
Yeah, it happens.
I did it yesterday. I tried to block the NFL thing and accidentally blocked Flip, and I had to go into my thing and unblock him, and I was like, because I couldn't see his comments after that. But yeah, so I mean, when you look at the linebacking core, it has stepped up. It kind of really helps with the defensive line play. It hasn't been outstanding, but when you're looking at Leofau popped out the ball, I'm happy that he popped it out. But what was it? They gave up like 10 or so yards on that play, and so as much as I give that positiveness, there's that negativeness that comes along with it,
Yeah.
Because there were some gashes that were happening, and that kind of took the wind out of them. But the fact that they're finishing out plays, I can't be I'm a big fan of that. So it's kind
of, he knew the defense. I believe they made a deal with him, Phil, to come over for the cheap. He's not making any money. Yeah, like Chicago let him walk.
Mm-hmm.
The fans were upset because he was a team guy. He was just a good team leader, special teamer, but not necessarily a down in, down out stud. So I thought he got too many reps, but now you're starting seeing Shamar James. He's raw. He's very raw, but he's making a lot of tackles.
Well, think of okay, we got Philly D with the $4.99 super chat. Says, all kidding aside, Primetime and Gametime love real chat. I appreciate that, man. We appreciate the entertainment as well too, man. You guys are awesome. I appreciate that. Appreciate the love as well too. This is all I get dumped in, and this. We are actually, I'm putting up a website as well too. My girl's making a website for the channel, which will be able to do the merchandising, doing all that kind of stuff. I'm going to different people for different types of merchandising. I'm just kind of trying to broaden that horizon as I'm doing my work thing as well too. So trust me, I appreciate every single support, and I appreciate all the comments, and especially I look forward to the Vegas trip because I get to meet a lot of you guys, man. It's just put faces with names, I think that's going to be awesome.
Dustin Roberts says, what up with Carson? I'm desperate for any hope at corner. Again, I'm like I said, Dustin Roberts, I'm taking it like this. Yes, they're on the team. Whatever we get is great, but I'm focused on the guys that have been here. I'm focused on, but I think it's a plus. We have plenty of bodies. We'll see if we can get these guys playing like our backup offensive line is playing, Dustin, then that just makes our team that much deeper.
If something happens,
yeah. Linda Conyers, would it be wise for any team to go into the trade market at this time? What's your opinion, Linda? Thank you so much.
Man,
my opinion.
If you're a desperate team, right? You're holding out in the sense that you're maybe hoping that you're wanting to become more of a contender to make it worth your while. I would wait just to see who becomes desperate at some point.
Yes.
Well, yes. I'm waiting just in the sense that get him. Well, I mean, I'm always go get one of the guy. If you're gonna give me a guy that's gonna be a star, I'm all about that. I don't give a shit what day of the week it is, what time of the year. I want that type of player on this team. I want a reason to go buy a new jersey. This is the shit that I've been poking Jerry and do something, man, do something.
My thing is this though, and again, I hear what you're saying. But I'm going to stay. That didn't sound. I almost said it. I'm going to stay hard. Can't clip it.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
I'm going to stay hard fast about this. It's not so much that, I don't have a problem with them making a move. If there's a move to make, Daniel, make it. I'm not gonna say I wouldn't be happy with it, but I haven't seen enough from the guys we have to necessarily say we have to go out and get.
But that's the reason why you go out and do it, man. You got to start matching that offense a little bit.
But,
your weaknesses.
But I'm seeing some surprises. What I'm saying is, I don't know that I want to go get a mid-level guy. I don't think that's going to do anything.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. If the season ended right now, everything ended, right? You were able to pick up Pickens back, right? You were able to bring Pickens back. Yeah, you got your offense kind of going there.
Players
these guys
coming back. Aubrey, obviously.
Yeah, okay, you got these guys, these weapons, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it defense that you need to fix all off season? I need a free agents. I need
everything,
everything towards defense. So why isn't that now?
We got Overshown, who we had an update today.
Our Sean Lee, and we need somebody to constantly be there, not somebody that's going to be flashing to be there until he shows
Sean Lee
that.
Was more available than Overshown. But I understand what you're saying. I'm not saying, but okay, name a name. What linebacker? If you're telling me a Demario Davis to come in and help out, okay, he's 36, all right. I don't think you're going to see much in linebacker. I think you're going to see that probably in the draft. They have a lot of edge rushers that are starting to come on. I already said who I would want. I know what it would cost, and a lot of people are not willing to do it. So either put up and go get a guy, or why are we playing with our food here? Go give up 2 number ones and go get Max Crosby. Go get him.
See, I think and one of those things, I love that name that keeps you in drop, but you got to be a little bit more realistic. And I think everybody does. I mean,
all right. So you're Trey Hendrickson. Okay.
See, that's a little bit more. But I wouldn't do twos, and I wouldn't do one. I wouldn't do 1-1. You know what I'm saying for Hendrickson?
Well, then who do you want? That's what I'm saying. Who do you want?
So I'm trying to look. I'm going to take a look and see.
I'm telling you who I want.
So you got to look at the bad rosters for one.
I'm going to give up 1 first-round pick. How's that? I'm going to give up 1 first-round pick, and it's not going to be for an edge rusher, Daniel. I like our edge rushers. I think if we can get like Philly was last year, dominant up the middle, are they going to do it? Probably not. I would go get Jeffrey Simmons out of Tennessee. I'd give up.
So let me ask you a question. Okay, so like a guy, for example, Miami. Like Miami's having their thing. If you could go and get one, like a whatever, and you got Bradley Chubb.
Okay.
And you're not giving up the fucking bank. You're not giving up everything, but it's a solid linebacker that would plug
Mario
in.
Davis, Bradley Chubb. Okay, I'm down for that. Okay.
So
what's that going to cost me? I don't know.
So I mean, Bradley Chubb is in his 8th year.
Let me look.
And right now he's tied. He has 4 sacks in the season. So I mean, something like that. Like for example, he may not.
Bradley Chubb, edge rusher. He's 29 years old. Bradley Chubb. Let me see his Bradley Chubb. Yeah, he's 29. I don't know when his birthday is, but it doesn't really matter. 6'4", 269, big guy, North Carolina State, in the 2018 draft, 5th overall by the Broncos. His 2025 salary is only $12.3 million. Then he's a free agent, I believe. Let me see here. I'm looking at over the cap. Let's see here. Let me go to teams. That's the better way to look at it.
I'm looking at other teams. Like if I'm trying to think of teams that are not good right now, that that could probably maybe the Jets, for example. Let's look at their roster.
Bradley Chubb. I'm looking at his cap hit for 2026. Bradley Chubb counts for $31.2 million on the salary cap next year. 31.5 million against the cap in 2027.
So not the greatest contract to jump into.
Then 4.6 million in 2028, and then he's off the book. So that's not ridiculous. It's Bradley Chubb, who has more sacks this year and plays the run better than Micah. I believe. I don't know. Maybe not, but he's definitely and he's not making $47 million. So I'm saying you may not have to give a lot because,
Yeah, I mean Miami right now,
so
what they
much
might
money,
be,
but-
they might that and the fact that Miami might be trying to, get to the point where okay, now we need to kind of reset ourselves.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, because Miami only has 1.5 million in cap space this year. They are up against the cap, so okay, that's a good move. You came up with a name. Now, my thing is, you bring Bradley Chubb in here with all the edge rushers. Donovan Ezaraku is not going anywhere. He's progressing nicely. He's a rookie. Who are we getting rid of or not playing? That's why I don't see them bringing in an edge rusher.
What okay, I may be wrong. Is Damone Clark still around? Is he gone?
Well, he's a linebacker.
Yeah.
Damone
Well, get
Clark.
his ass out of here. I mean,
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I know, but we're not going to keep 8 edge rushers on the act. So who's going to be?
Well, I mean, we have 8 rushers now.
Inactive? I'm saying who's going to be inactive? I'm with you.
Yeah,
I'm good, but there has to be a hard move that Dallas is willing to make. Dante Fowler, the guy who just had 2.5 sacks.
No, I mean, to me, the one that has to be is the most recent that you brought in.
Who's that?
It has to be Clowney. Clowney is on the chopping block. He's that guy. I told you already.
Clowney,
Sam Williams should be your trade bait right now. As he's making
Williams
sacks
had
and
a good
everything.
game.
He has
I
the
agree
same
with
without any penalty.
Well-
You could get some value right now.
I'll do you. I don't think you can train any of these guys right now. I think Jadeveon had a really good game against the Jets. He has a little hip issue. I would not move on against Jadeveon. He plays the run great, and he had a very good game against the Jets. If you're telling me that we're going to make a phantom injury for something, I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I think Sam Williams gets
What are
traded
we
straight
doing?
up.
Marshawn Nealon, he's banged up. He's an inside.
Well, what about
outside
if you're
guy.
trading off Sam Williams with that
Okay,
trade
let's see.
package that came for
Okay.
your linebacker?
Well, I like that idea because Sam Williams is a free agent after this year. I know they like him, but he's not.
So it's almost like you take this
consistent.
free agent, I'll take that free agent, that kind of stuff.
I'm looking at it now. I mean, Sam, let's just look at the position here. Dante Fowler, his base salary is $2 million. His cap number is $6 million. I mean, it's a steal. He's starting to come on.
And there's going to be games where he's going to all of a sudden dominate, and it's going to be like he wins you the game. It's going to happen at some point. It's just, will it be against his old team, Washington? Is
Sam
he gonna
Williams, you're not saving nothing. It's he's 1.9. You'll save $502,000. So Donovan Ezaraku, second round pick. Marshawn Nealon is not going nowhere. That's why I'm just saying when you look at it, they would have to make James Houston is balling out right now. That's why I kind of think like everybody's looking at the edge and saying, let's go get that. Unless you're going to trade one of our guys in that move, then okay. I would be willing to trade Marshawn. If you're telling me, as much as I like Marshawn Nealon, that we could trade Marshawn Nealon to Miami and give up.
See, Nealon would be on my
fifth-round
top
pick.
3 that I wouldn't want to. Like in that sense of those positions.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, if you're looking at it, I hear what you're saying.
Yes, again, Sam Williams to me is the odd man out. That's the
Williams.
one. It's
Okay,
always,
Sam Williams and a fifth.
you're not going to
Bradley.
like it. What happens in the offseason? Is Clowney back? If Clowney's not back, you're gonna, are you gonna regret that you got
I
rid of
don't know
Sam
that he's
Williams?
back, but-
Exactly. Are you gonna regret then that you got rid of Sam Williams? Are you know?
No, not if you get Bradley Chubb. No,
Okay.
no. So I'm fine with it, and I don't know that they would go out and get Jeffrey Simmons, but I feel like that would be an unbelievable rotation.
Straight up, West Virginia Country Boy. He says, "I want a linebacker and corner or deep tackle." Yeah, and I think
That's
that
what
exactly.
Jeffrey
I agree.
Simmons.
I'm not.
We're not getting a corner, West Virginia. It's not happening. Sorry, brother.
Yeah,
We
the
got-
linebacker, defense, tackle, definitely when it comes to defense, I think those are your. I wouldn't even be surprised if a safety came out of nowhere. If you're gonna go secondary, I would say a safety over a corner, but.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I just
But
don't
that-
know how they feel about Clark and
I
all
know
them.
my team, and I know how they work, and I know how they operate. They're not bringing in a corner when they got a stud in Savon Ravel, who's never played in the NFL, who's getting ready to be activated.
Exactly, Clement.
Is Savon Ravel, Deron Bland, Trayvon Diggs, Kalen Carson. It goes on and on. We are fine in corner. We really are. They just got to stay healthy. And so big if, but you're not going to make a big move. We have plenty of bodies there. That's why I think edge rusher, we have plenty of bodies. I think if they do anything, I think the running defense is leaking oil a little bit. As much as I love Kenny Clark.
It is. I agree. It is.
I think
it's not Kenny Clark doing it.
Jeffrey Simmons.
Yeah.
That's what I would want. Or if you don't want to do it with Jeffrey Simmons, go get me the locker room kissing baby and Christian Wilkins. He's free. He's a free agent. Go get me. He's a stud. Go look him up, people. Christian Wilkins is an absolute stud. He just has a little bit. I don't know what's going on, why nobody's touching him. Maybe he's holding out for money. I don't know all that. I know he's a bit of a weirdo, but okay.
Let me look at it. They're letting me know that Marcus got blocked. Let me see what I can do.
I told you that earlier.
Okay. Oh, my bad. I didn't hear. Sorry. All right. All right, go ahead, talk, man. I'm like trying to.
I'm sorry, Brian. They said no to Simmons for now because they don't want to pay $20 million for 3. Yeah, okay. Then I don't know what to say. And let's go back to it, everybody. Let's let's win the next couple games, right? And you go into Denver with the record that we need to have, right? And let's come home, even if we lose in Denver, and then we come home and we beat Arizona. Now we're 5-3-1, which I said we needed to be. And then you literally have the trade deadline November 4th, the day after the Monday night game against Arizona at AT&T. Then we have our bye week. Go make a move then. Dak Prescott is playing at a level that reminds me of Tony Romo. He's seeing the field. He's checking out of bad plays. He's just doing everything right.
I don't know. It's not.
I would worry about the edge as much, like our tackles and stuff. Dak can see the pressure. You can roll out. He's running a lot now. That's kind of what I feel like right now. Let's maximize. Even though Dak says he just turned 32 and he says he would love to play to his 40s. That's great and all, but we know how good he's playing now. Let's take advantage of Dak's eliteness right now and add to the team.
Sorry, I'm like trying to get. This is really weird.
Sorry, Jay Smooth. I don't know about Roma, who used to throw picks under pressure. Jay Smooth, do me a favor. Look up the stats between Dak Prescott and Romo. They're almost.
It doesn't show him blocked on my side, but I don't see him here.
They're almost identical. Yeah, I don't know why Joe DeMasi blocked them. Joe, why did you block? I didn't mean to block Mark. I'm sorry.
No.
He'll be back. Oh, he timed him out for like 38,000.
Okay.
So
I'll see you next week, Marcus.
Next week, Marcus. You're welcome, brother.
My bad, man. Sorry. Hey, that happens, man. I accidentally did too.
Yeah, and that too. I understand, Twiz. The playoffs right now. I'm just saying,
playoffs.
What we didn't do for Romo, Twiz, we should try and do it for Dak. Not that Dak hasn't had good teams, but he's playing good now. So let's maximize. Let's make that defense dominant. I don't think there's nothing you could add on the offense. There's no more that you need to add on the offense. There's no excuses for Dak Prescott. Defensively, we're starting to leak a little oil in the run game. Kenny Clark can't be everywhere all the time. Mozzie needs to go. So if you're getting,
oh my God, yes, man. Mozzie did some face mask last week that didn't get called, and I was like, "Are you kidding me, man? You're like
Mozzie needs to go.
Like,
stop being nice to Mozzie. Just
like I don't know if he's like, well, I got a new dog, I need to feed him. Like, I don't know what it is, man. It's like, I don't even see the little part where they blocked him there because I'm trying to go to it to see if I can.
Yeah, it's almost impossible to go back. What you have to do is after the stream, go to your blocked people.
Well, that's why I
just
have
Google
it. It doesn't show it on there. That's why I was like really
locked up. 2014 Romo stats, absolute perfection there. Walker Wade, thanks for the super chat, brother. I reached out to you. I hadn't heard from you. I'm like, man, he didn't even join in last night or even come in. So I know you've been working a lot of hours trying to save up for Vegas. Wink, wink.
for
Mouse,
gambling.
Yes, I believe we have talent, but it's not a player issue. It's a coaching issue. My hope is these 10 days they have the build a game plan for the Vikings. Take it week by week. Mouse, that's all you could do. You're a very fair Eagle fan, as well as Linda. We all joke and kid, but the blanket statements I don't like because it's a week to week league. It's not much difference between the Jets and the Cowboys. I know we blew them out, but there's not much difference between the Giants and the Eagles. Giants had nobody. Giants didn't have Malik Neighbors or whoever the next guy is. Darius Slayton. They didn't. Again, did it matter? The Eagles are in a funk right now. So, for your sake, I hope it's okay. Hope you guys get your ad for our sake. You're closing the gap. Now, can Dallas, pick up that game this week in Carolina? They need to. If we're talking about all these trades, Dallas needs to go get the job done. Stop playing with your food and go out and put boot to ass yet again against a Carolina team who's playing half decent. Do you want to get to this weekend's football?
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. That's actually what I was about to tell you. As soon as you shut up.
Weekend, I could tell.
I'm just messing. No, I was looking up Chase Young, actually. Like, what happened to that guy? Isn't he active? He has no stats on the season.
Oh, Chase Young. No. Chase Young. I'm out on Chase Young.
Okay. I mean, if we can get him for like 2 pieces of gum, that wouldn't be bad.
All right, if as long as it's bazooka, then I'm good. Yeah,
I'm not giving up my bazooka gum.
Chase Young sucks. Anyway, all right,
You
let's go.
suck, you jackass.
You jackass. All right, we got a 9:30 in the morning game on Sunday, everybody. Yes. 9:30 in the morning in Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in England. It is the
man, next thing you know, you're gonna have like
at
the North Pole with Santa's elves, like it's just in the crowd.
Oh yeah. The Broncos are the away team against the home team, New York Jets, in England. 9:30 breakfast.
Okay,
with the Jets.
Do not take what I say and bet on it, but I am going to give you a weird ass one. Like, Denver should whoop the shit out of the Jets, but because it is overseas, the Jets are going to look amazing, and Denver's going to look like it struggles, and somehow the Jets are going to get his first win in this game. That's what I told you. Don't bet on anything. Yeah, that's what I told you. I'm telling you, everything's backwards over on the other side. Like
it is backwards. It is backwards. I'm gonna take
terrible
Denver,
teams
though.
look. Yeah, I don't blame you. I say everybody take Denver, but this is my upset just because
Every
of
time
the.
Phil
It's over
gets
there.
A chance, he shits on Bo Nix. I don't know what he.
Hey,
did
it's not
to you,
Bo.
Phil.
It's not Bo. It's not Bo himself.
Bo knows
Bo knows.
Go with the Broncos, people. The Jets
Broncos.
win.
Yeah, I would definitely
have
take
another
that.
drink.
Don't tell. Phil.
It is what it is.
Yeah, exactly,
Broncos
Jay.
had a
I
big
say
win
that
in
just because,
Philly.
again, only reason why I say that is because of where it's being played. That's the only reason why I say it. It has nothing to do with the Jets' skills.
Jay Spoo's like, nah, man.
Yeah.
All right. The first 1 o'clock game. This is an interesting one.
Is it? Is it really?
It is an interesting one. I don't know what you're looking at, but I'm going to go with the Indianapolis Colts host the Arizona Cardinals. Arizona is starting to leak oil bad. 4-1. Daniel Jones is lights out right now at home against the Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray's banged up. I don't know if he's going to play. Let me see here. I'll give you Phil, your thoughts.
Man, is Indianapolis the Minnesota Vikings of last year? A team that looks good with a quarterback that has never had a successful career. I mean, come on, NFL. We're not even trying to change the script anymore. This shit is just, you're just recycling fucking episodes and switching teams and stuff like that, you assholes. But haven't we seen the script? If the script is correct, And like every kind of thing, the best friend's going to be the bad guy, and you're going to see it all unfold. But if the script is correct, Indianapolis should at least win for the next couple of weeks here with a loss between. So I put Indianapolis right now just because the script says so.
Yeah, and I just don't see Indianapolis losing at home. I always give Cardinals more credit than they deserve. Marvin Harrison, they have question marks about him. He has good stats, but he's inconsistent. I'm going to go with the Colts until they show that Jonathan Taylor can't run the football at home. He's killing
Jonathan
it right
Taylor
now.
Thomas from Home Improvement.
Yes, he's killing it right now. So go with the Colts until further notice, at home at least.
Yes.
I don't think the Cardinals can do it. Next game, 1:00 game. Miami Dolphins host the 1-4 Dolphins host the 3-2 Chargers. This is one of the harder games for me to pick. Phil, what do you think?
I would agree. I think this is going to be a tougher game. I think it all comes down to coaching by the end of it, and I got to put the more coaching better. Just when it comes to tough games that really grind it out, when you have a hard ball in the mix, that does pause, right? When you have a hard ball in the mix, you got to kind of lean that way. So I'm going to lean with these nuts and go with LA Chargers.
These nuts. Yeah, and this is one of those things, everybody, where I kind of feel like that we are I think that Miami's a better team without Tyreek. I know that sounds weird, but I feel like they're getting more people involved. I think this is a harder game than people realize. Miami's playing better ball. Coach is on the line. I don't know. I guess Chargers by a field goal, but don't be surprised.
What fucking Miami games have you been watching, man? Like you got
Miami's
confidence in this?
Better football. Miami should have won. They're 1-4, but I'm telling you, the Los Angeles Chargers. You're talking about Bradley Chubb and bringing him in. The Los Angeles Chargers offensive line is leaking. They've lost two.
Well, because of injuries though. But Miami doesn't have it because of injuries. It's like they just suck
Miami,
ass.
I don't think they do as much. So again, I'm gonna go with the Dolphins. How's that? Stick it. Now I'm changing my pick. Go Dolphins outright. Outright.
Yeah, go get your Miami Dolphins tattoo on your ass. I don't care.
Miami Dolphins.
Miami Dolphins. Yeah. Man, you had like 15 owners at one point. It was like Warren Buffett was one of them. J-Lo was another one.
Ross and all those. Retro Game Grub and Cowboy says Chargers are pretenders right now. Yeah, I don't. Again,
understandable.
I don't know. I mean, I think the Chargers are. Everybody's picking the Chargers. So if you must, then probably go Chargers. I'm just saying, watch out for the Dolphins at home. I don't trust the Chargers.
Yeah, Daniel M says if they win, then Bradley Chubb won't be moved. We need to root for them to lose.
Okay, so let's switch it to the Chargers. Chargers by 10. All right. Yeah, again, I could care less about that game. If truth be told, but we cover it all here. We're breaking it down. Steelers. This is an interesting one. Another divisional game. Interesting.
Definitely.
Steelers at home, 3-1 versus the visiting Cleveland Browns, who traded Joe Flacco, and Oregon's own Dylan Gabriel gets the nod. And Shador is the backup this week.
Yeah, I mean, I love the move. I'm interested. I'm happy what Cleveland did in the sense of you no turning back. It's just do the move. Don't turn back. We don't have any reason for the media to tell, well, you can put whatever in. No, man, let's do this whole Florida Gators. You got, one guy do one drive, the other one do the other drive. Let's fucking do it, man. You're going to get to that point by some point of the season. I wish him nothing but the best, Dylan Gabriel. I think that offense, I don't know if it's going to move more. I didn't think Flacco was the problem. I thought, when you watch that game, I just don't think that the coaching was 100% in the sense of what they were picking. The offensive line blocking.
I'm exactly the same way.
So I'm interested to see how he does, how he's able to push that offense down the field. And I wouldn't be surprised if all of a sudden at one point is back and forth. But, this game. I'm just gonna go Pittsburgh just because of the veteran, but I wouldn't be surprised if Cleveland pulled a divisional thing where they won, but
I think so. This is an ugly game to pick because Dylan Gabriel, you don't know. I'm not huge on Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers. I'm not. So, but I think it's a tough spot for Dylan to go in and actually win. But he seems like a cocky guy to be able to do it.
Yeah, he does. He does have that ability. I mean, he's very. But if you listen to
Cleveland can win this game, people.
Yeah, if you listen to the story, I mean,
I'm not going to pick him.
His woman
Stay
didn't get to. His woman didn't get to actually watch him play his first game last week. She had to play. She had to go to her shift at Sephora. So it just goes to show you how kind of down to earth that they really are. The couple from Hawaii.
Water tonight is.
I definitely wish him the best, and I really hope he has a good, successful career, especially repping us. Yeah, I got to go Pittsburgh. I think I lean it just a little bit though. I wouldn't be surprised though. I root for him, and I hope Cleveland does win though.
Yeah, I'm with Twist. Twist says I love my Eagles players. I love my Eagles players come and go. That's how I am with Dallas. I root for the star. I don't root for. I mean, I have 5 favorites. Don't get me wrong, but I don't get caught up in. Oh my God, I'm a fanboy of this player. I like my favorite. I'm always.
Oh, you have your favorite quarterback. We can go to each position and say who's your favorite on that one.
I'm always soft on the running backs, man. I like Javonte, man. I love that 33 running the football. I always kind of go that way. I always had Emmitt Smith jerseys. But anyway, moving on. We'll skip over to Dallas. Remember, Dallas plays 1:00 this week. So, but we'll skip over that. The next 1:00 game is actually one of the better 1:00 games on the card, Phil. Jacksonville 4-1, hosting the 3-2 Seattle Seahawks.
That's one I like it. I like this matchup. I agree with you. When I look at the two, I lean somehow more towards Seattle. I think Jacksonville had a hell of a battle between Kansas City. Could have a little bit of a hangover between it, but for some reason I'm leaning more towards Seattle and that team being ready to go into Jacksonville.
Seattle coming off a loss, I think, right? Or did they lose last week, everybody? I thought Seattle lost a close one.
I thought they maybe won it, but
I think Seattle lost at home against somebody. So I kind of agree with you here. Jacksonville is not the home field advantage that people think it is. I think Seattle, I agree. West Coast, a team going east. Let me look real fast. I thought for sure that they lost this week. Let me look here. Tampa Bay went in and won by 3 in Seattle. So, yes. So, Seattle's coming off a home loss. I actually like Seattle to win the game on the road. I actually like
These are good games. Let's just be real, man. I mean, if you're picking on either side, there's a reason why you're picking it, and I can't really judge you for picking the other side or any of that because, it's definitely
it could go either way.
Could go either way.
I think Jacksonville. I think Phil's on to something. When we talk about the ebb and flow, I think that we called or at least I called the Jacksonville win over the Chiefs last second, albeit. But I think there's a bit of a hangover there. I don't think, I don't know. Anything can happen, but I think Seattle's defense is legit, and I think they have the right.
Unfortunately, I don't like the fact that Lawrence went there, and he's making an impact, but whatever.
Yeah. Next 1:00 game. This is amazing to me how this team has fallen. The Baltimore Ravens.
Well, this is the one that I thought you said was amazing. First game at 1:00. I was like, really? Because then the NFL Network it shows as the number one.
Pick them that you didn't sign up for, so I'm going down the line here. Baltimore Ravens 1-4, hosting the 3-2 Rams. Great game as far as the Rams. The Baltimore Ravens are a shell of themselves. They just got shellacked.
Well, last week I don't think I would have picked. We didn't pick Baltimore to win that, and we weren't wrong. And I don't think we would have picked them if Lamar was there because they had been playing bad ball with Lamar, and it was one of those things they just needed to get out of that hole together. And not to say that they wouldn't. Eventually, it starts to click for them, and you're hoping that good. But with Cooper Rush, if you don't already have that going and him coming in, he's not going to bring it. He's not going to be that change of pace. All of a sudden, you're going to get your offense going. I think, if anything, you should probably reach out to Ryan Fitzpatrick in the commentary, and have him come play for you because that's the only one that's going to give you some kind of rejuvenation of your offense. I mean, I would like to pick them here, but until Lamar comes back, it's hard for me to think that they're going to be shoot out with anybody. So the Rams, I got to go with, and I really kind of feel even double-digit type
Philly
of victory.
D. Who are we talking about, brother? Who are we talking about, Philly D? I figure. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So you're going Rams, right?
Rams.
You're going Rams. Yeah. I'm going Baltimore Ravens.
This motherfucker.
I am. No, I'm not. I'm joking.
Like this motherfucker.
That was a joke. I'm going with the Rams. I just wanted to see how shocking that would have been. Now, the Ravens have mailed it in. They're already talking about trading Derrick Henry. How do you like them apples? They are talking about trading Derrick Henry. The Rams roll. Rams need to get hot.
We'll give you Sam Williams for him. Every time I'm like, Sam Williams is my guy.
I don't even want him at this point on principle. F you.
Well,
no, I don't know. I would take him. I would take him. But yeah, no, I don't think we need running back. We got Phil Moffitt, baby. I can't wait to see him run the ball behind this offensive line. So, no thank you.
We'll be able to see him live. He'll definitely be in the lineup, I think, by week 11.
I'm hoping you're right. Dude, it's starting to shape up. Nice. Anyway, here we go. Next 1 o'clock game. There's a big 1 o'clock slate. The New Orleans Saints finally get a win. New Orleans Saints at home.
We called that,
1-4 versus, the New England Patriots, 3-2. And Drake May, who's made me look like, I don't know. No, I don't know. I wouldn't say that, but I wasn't a big fan of Drake May.
He has a couple of series of games.
Yeah.
He's got a series of games that he's put together some good work. I'm not going to jump on that bandwagon yet, but I love some of the while he's in motion, throwing the pass. Like, I've seen some of those ones where they throw it on Twitter. Oh man, look at this amazing pass. I'm like, well, it's a quarterback pass. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Like the wide receiver's running to an open spot. There's no defender other than behind the guy. I mean, if you miss that shit, I don't know what to tell you, man. And he had a good 15 yards for the sideline. So I'm really liking in the sense of how that all went down. But I think New England, any type of shit that comes with New England has to go with Vrabel. I think Vrabel is the difference in that game. You got one guy that's passionate and talks to you, while the other one on the other sideline is more like, we're gonna run a thing.
Yeah, Jay Smooth, what's wrong on Moffitt anyway? They stashed him just to keep him on the roster, but now is the time to, at some point in the near future, you need to get him off of IR. I don't want to stash him all year. I don't want to have an issue. God forbid Javonte goes down. Jaden.
Well, I think this is the time that happens. Now you switch him. Phil Moffitt comes back, and then boom,
Moffitt plays special teams too. Again, it's beautiful.
So when I look at these,
anyway, go ahead.
No, when I look at these two, I was gonna say New England. New England's my pick on this one, and it's got to be the coach staff that's the difference there.
Yeah, New England. We're going to go New England here. New Orleans Saints won their one game. New England's going to win this football game. New England's defense, Mike Vrabel has these guys playing physical defense. And Drake May looks good. Again, you get Drake May, a receiver like A.J. Brown.
I love the running back, too, Stevenson.
I did there. You see what I did there?
Yeah.
No, but, I'm seeing some fake reports. Ernie, the Cowboys fan, he's just a troll.
Oh, I told you, man. He is.
I don't mind. I can't follow Ernie if you're watching the show. I don't follow you because I don't like fake reports. Just like anybody that sends me stuff on Facebook, like Loyal Cowboys, good for that. He follows the most whacked sites that never have real shit on it.
I think my YouTube, I think my internet is going crazy.
All right, I'll hurry up. So. New England, we've got a next game, the first 4 o'clock game, 4:05 game. Raiders, the 1-4 Raiders host the 1-4 Tennessee Titans.
Okay, so
I'll go Raiders.
Yeah, like this too. Ooh. Yeah, I'll go Raiders just because overall the Raiders' whole team isn't playing shitty. While Tennessee, I feel like the whole team is playing much shitty other than Pollard. So yeah, Vegas. I gotta go with the Raiders in Vegas. You good over there?
Yeah, I'm texting somebody.
Okay. So when we look at the next game, I don't know what he has on his docket, but when we look at the next series of games, we got a good one, I think. In this one, we got the San Francisco 49ers at 4-1, going to Tampa Bay to play another 4-1 team.
Yes.
I like this. This seems like it's a pretty good matchup. If I had to go with something, I go Tampa Bay just because, like,
Tampa Bay,
San Francisco. What's going on, man? What's going on, San Francisco? Who's hurt? Who's not hurt? Who's playing good? Who's not playing good? They don't even know, man. Yes. So I got to go Tampa Bay on this one. I do like how Tampa Bay's playing, even with some of the guys out. Baker Mayfield is definitely up in that conversation right now with MVP conversations until he's not, right? But yeah, Tampa Bay. What do you got?
Yeah, I got Tampa Bay big time. I think Niners they have a college schedule, but they lost and now they're going to lose again. Tampa Bay big. Go to the next game. 425. Green Bay Packers coming off the bye. They get teed up an easy game, in my opinion, with or without Joe Flacco. If Green Bay loses this game, I'm going to laugh. Green Bay 2-1-1 versus the 2-3 Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Flacco led. Give me Green Bay just because of the bye week. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta go Green Bay just because, I mean, when it comes to the complete team, you're going off the fact that you're hoping I think that offense should flow more with Flacco in the lineup than obviously their backup that they had going in there. So I expect that to be, a little bit more of a game. But when you come down to it, who's been with each other more and everything? So I got to go Green Bay just because, like, you need to be able to attack their weaknesses, and the problem is that you don't have an attack yet, and you're still trying to figure that out. So for you to pinpoint where your attack is, I think that's a lot to ask within the first week. I think Green Bay wins this one, and I wouldn't be surprised if Flacco kept it close at least to make it reasonable. But Green Bay could get run away with this one.
Yeah, I'm rooting for Cincy. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, I'll go Green Bay. We'll go with the 8:20 game, the Sunday Night Football. Kansas City Chiefs host the Detroit Lions. This is a great football game. I'm gonna go with the Detroit Lions on the road. I think the Chiefs drop to 2-4. 2-4. Lions go to 5-1.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the only thing that kind of helps Kansas City in this game, other than it being a home field, is the refs if they get involved, but they haven't really been getting involved as much as they usually have. Detroit, what could help them in the sense of helping KC is by going for it on fourth down all the time instead of having a kicker that does shit. It's just, to me, again, where's the decision making going to bite Detroit in the ass and which games? I don't think this is going to be it, because I think they can get out to a large enough lead to where those things don't matter by the end of it. I got to go Detroit on this one. I don't expect it to be close, but Detroit has disappointed me before. I mean, I thought that that first game, for example, against Green Bay, I thought that was going to be a lot closer, and then they just kind of shit the bed there. So
yeah. Next game, we got 2 Monday Night Football games, Phil. 2. The first one, again, I don't know why they do it here. Atlanta Falcons host the Buffalo Bills. Atlanta's 2-2, hosting the 4-1 Bills.
Man, I think this is a good. As weird as enough that it doesn't seem like it's going to be a matchup, I feel like it is going to be in the end. I hope Atlanta wakes up and actually kind of play some primetime football, and we're able to see them on display. I would really like to see Atlanta kind of pop Buffalo's little bubble a little bit more. But I think with Buffalo losing that past week, I think they'll be a little bit more motivated. And so I got to go Buffalo on this one. I got to go Buffalo.
I'm not a huge Michael Penix fan, but he has been playing decent ball. I think Buffalo wins the game.
Yeah.
I think that's an easy one. I don't think they're going to, it's a bad spot. I don't think they're going to lose 2 in a row. Indoors, fast track. I think Buffalo wins. I think it's a close game now. I don't think it's a blowout. But give me the Bills on the road. Final game before we get to the Cowboys. I know Phil's internet.
No, you're good. You're good. Now my internet's good. You're good.
Okay. I was dropping in gear, man. You saw me dropping in gear. I'm dropping the hammer. The Washington Commanders. Yes, the 3-2 Washington Commanders coming off the bye week host the Chicago Bears, a return of last year's game where the Bears had it the game won and got cocky and the final toss. I'm going to go with the Commanders in this one. don't ask me why. I'm rooting for Chicago, kinda.
Yeah,
But
I agree.
I'm gonna go with the Washington Commanders.
Yeah, I would have to agree with a lot of what you just said in the sense that when you look at these two teams, it's the number 1 pick versus the number 2 pick of the draft last year. I mean, this was a thing going in. Again, to me, Jaden Daniels should have been the first pick, and we should have to be playing Caleb Williams twice every single year. But when you look at the rest of the team, I think Washington has a lot of talent in the sense of what to counter what Chicago has. I think one thing that I said before when we were facing Chicago will attack your weaknesses, and that's exactly what they did. Chicago just attacked nothing but our weaknesses, and that's what Ben Johnson loves to do. When you look at Washington, what's their weaknesses? Their secondary, maybe possibly in that sense, so you're going to have to attack it. I just think that can you give your quarterback enough time to be able to attack it? Is that defensive pass rush going to be able to get to him with the linebackers making decisions? I think so, man. I can't see Washington losing this game. But then again, I guess I couldn't see us losing to Chicago either. But I gotta go Washington. I don't think it'll be a close game. Maybe just in the beginning, first quarter.
All right, and that leaves us to the 1 o'clock matchup, back-to-back road 1 o'clock matchups for Dallas. I was kind of worried with it last week a little bit, and then as the week went on, I felt more comfortable. As we sit here now, the Dallas Cowboys are a 3-point road favorite. Phil, do you want me to go first? Or
I'll go first. Yeah, I'll go first this week because then we'll kind of finish it out with yours as well. When we look at these two teams, I mean, not too far, 2 games ago, we were right in the same path. I mean, we were, trying to figure out our way. There was a lot of shit talking. I think Carolina has a lot to prove. Bryce Young has destroyed us before. And again, that was a defense that was better at the pass and not as good at the run. We've gotten slashed by Carolina before. So the recipes are there. I've seen them play some tough football, and as long as I think we can get out and get ahead of them, I think that puts a lot of pressure on Bryce Young, and then you could see some pressure like James Houston and all them guys to get the pressure. I like us to I think in the first quarter, it might be tight if this offense doesn't get going right off the bat. Like I can see the potential that it has. I think Dallas wins this one. I think we're we get close to a 40 burger just because. You may see a turnover or whatever because of a little cockiness, whether it's a fumble or something like that. But I think Dallas wins 37-14.
Wow.
And
wow.
I think
wow.
And
I hope you're right. I hope you guys are right. I'm looking at DallasCowboys.com, and I always look at their score predictions, and I'm seeing 38-24 Cowboys. I'm seeing 35-22 Cowboys. I'm seeing 31-20 Cowboys. I'm seeing 33-23, 34-17. So the over-under on this football game is 49.5. So they may be up your alley. I don't see. I looked at the weather. I did like a little peek. I do see Carolina coming out. That's not the easiest place to play. Dallas has won there the last couple times, Phil. Chuba Hubbard being out is huge, I believe. They know Rico. I mean, I'm not expecting Rico. He may have a couple nice runs, but I'm not expecting them to kill us. I'm loving where our defense is at and what Eberflus is doing. I don't see the weather is kind of rainy, on and off, intermittent rain. So, I see a faster, lower scoring game. In saying that, I do have Dallas. I have Auburn kicking 4 field goals. I have the final score: Cowboys 26, the Commanders 20.
The Panthers.
So go with Cowboys.
Carolina.
I mean, Panthers 20. Sorry.
Yeah, you're already looking ahead.
Panthers
You're already looking
20.
past the Panthers. You son of a bitch.
Cowboys -3, but I'm going to go with the under. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'll go. Listen, I
Welcome
hope
back,
Phil's right.
Marcus.
I hope we get another 37.
Nah, I've been opposite each time. Every time I think we're gonna go get, we go small. We win. I've been right on the right and wrong, except for one. But for the most part, if I say it's a large, it goes closer. If I say it's closer, it goes larger. So I apologize, guys, but it's just that's how it's been this season.
26-20 Cowboys. I see, like 2 touchdowns and 4 field goals. So 14, yeah. And then I see,
doing the math.
I see like 26-13, and I see them getting a touchdown late to make it 26-20. I think that's kind of how it is. I think there will be a running. I think that'll be like an ugly game. I think there'll be a lot, some punts, a lot of stall drives. I think.
Yeah, I agree.
The Carolina is playing better.
They got a good defense and stuff. I mean, they got some stars over there on the other side of the ball. We tried to trade for the defensive tackle. That was our number one choice, was their defensive tackle. So why was that
Brown's
the case?
Back this week. Yes, Brown's back this week. University of Texas. So Derek Brown.
Is J.C. Horn?
We'll see. J.C. Horn again is playing. Again, I'm not worried about our offense. That's the one thing. I am not. It really comes down to stopping. Just getting to the quarterback. I think if we can get to Bryce Young. Don't give him a lot of time back there, which is kind of like we've been on that right track. So that's kind of
we've always struggled with the running quarterback. So I think and he has that capability. So he may not have whipped it out too much in the NFL, but he definitely has that capability. But anyways, we pushed through it. I appreciate you hanging in there. I know my internet was fluctuating here and there. But game time, I think we covered quite a bit.
It was a lively chat, man. Thank you for the
thank you for the super chats, man. That was hilarious. Yeah. Had my face red almost the whole first half of the broadcast.
Yeah. Thanks everyone. It's been great. Again, I will not be streaming the game on Sunday, but I will have my post game at 4:00. I'll set it up for, and then who knows? Maybe I'll roll into the. There's a lot of good games on. So you'll see me a lot. I may go off and then come back later for some games, Sunday night. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. But that's the plan. I am back to delivering the route tomorrow. We'll see how it feels. There's been a lot of this Prime Day stuff, Phil. I put a picture out there this morning. Thank God it wasn't carrying today. There was way too many packages for mailmen to be delivering. It just takes way too long. We're supposed to be delivering mail in some packages. The role was kind of reversed these days. I did put the picture up on my YouTube channel if anybody saw it. But yeah, man, great show, brother. I appreciate you.
Yeah, man. I thought so too. I like that. I love that we just don't stick to a subject. I mean, I used to go in there thinking, we're going to stick to this subject. And then I'm like, man, we didn't talk shit about that subject at all, man.
I try and feed off of where you want to go, but sometimes I'll just go in the opposite direction.
And we'll
I'm going defense.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going rogue. I'm going rogue.
Fuck it, I'm going rogue.
Okay, I guess we'll talk about that. Like, this is weird.
Okay.
As a quarterback from Oregon, did you ever get jockstrap itch? You're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
You ever notice? I feel like that Art Carney from 60 Minutes. Did you ever notice? Oh, sorry. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry. We're off the rails.
No, guys, I appreciate everybody coming through. Give us your score predictions, everything. Talk about your predictions of what the game is going to happen. 1 o'clock games, I definitely like it when we play 1 o'clock compared to other times. You get to kind of get your game out of the way and see, and I think they tend to play their best some of their best football at 1 o'clock. So game time. Anything you want to say to the group before we get out of here?
I think we're good, man. This is a good slate of football games. I'm looking forward to the weekend of football.
I definitely am as well too, man. I appreciate everybody's. I especially appreciate the super chats. Philly D, Dirty Sanchez, everybody. I really honestly appreciate it a lot. You guys make this. You take this to a whole new level. I think us doing our content, making content, talking about this stuff, putting predictions out there. Those are all that's amazing things. But then there's this extra level that, the people that you talk to, being able to possibly root for a guy like Randy to come back and hopefully we get to see him because he's running around and running circles around us. But game time, man, I appreciate you coming through. I appreciate the love. And we'll be on, if we can, I want to try to be on with you for your post game for that time. So just let me know that time, okay?
Okay, cool.
All right, everybody. I
it'll be 4
appreciate.
o'clock, so I'll reach out to you.
Sounds good, man. Everybody, you guys take care. And one thing, don't forget to do.
Ring that bell.
Ring that bell, everyone. You take care. Man, my button stuff, I need to kind of go through and rechange it.
That was ominous. What the was that? What the is this?
Se va, sáquenme la botella que funda para gastarle. Esta noche tú y yo nos vivimos la película. Luces, cámara, la acción, después en mi recámara. En el duelo no se sabe quién ganará. So baile, baby, ese seguro y retrocede. Que me encanta la manera en que tú lo mueves. Solo pégate un poquito, mami, que yo quiero enseñarte lo que yo tengo para ti. Lo que tengo para ti. Sé que te va a encantar.
Forgot what I was gonna say.